What is up, Super Fam? I am Sensei Finito, and this is Battery CEO. Welcome to Marvel Bros, where we discuss all things Marvel and everything pop culture.
Oh, yes. And on today's pop culture news update, we're going to be covering a new poster for Venom, Let There Be Carnage, new release dates for the Marvel Universe, updated Aquaman suit, and a One Piece. One Piece news. I didn't even know One Piece was on the table here. But we have a ton to talk about.
Yo,
But before we get into that, please make sure to follow us on all of our social medias at MarvelBros23 on our Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Twitch, and our YouTube channel. Post all of our content, and much more.
that is right. And you can also follow us. You can also check us out on our website, www.marvelbros.com, where we're live right now. You can also purchase our merchandise or donate to us, and help out everything that we're doing here for you guys. With all that being said, let's go ahead and just dive right into the first one, yo.
Oh, yeah.
Let's first hop into let's see. We got pop culture Tristan. What's up, dudes? What's up with
How's
the
it
Tristan?
going?
I see you've changed your name again, my man. I'm loving this name. It's pretty lit. Samurai's in the building too. What's up, Marvel Bros? What is up, Team Samurai? How are you doing today? And Tristan also said that me and my friend might be Neo and Trinity for Halloween. That's pretty dope.
Sounds pretty dope, man.
That's pretty dope. But jumping into this first one, Venom Let There Be Carnage has been moved up to release on October 1st, yo. We were so nervous about this
news,
one because it originally got pushed back to what? To January? Like January 12th or something crazy like that. And we were like, oh no, because this entire, like the whole year, we've been talking about how we get Marvel content for like the rest of the end of the year. Like we were like so happy about it. Yep. Like even if it wasn't the MCU, but then with this announcement, it was like, oh, we're not really going to have anything in October like that. But now we get it back, yo. We get it back. I'm pumped. How you feeling?
This is huge, man. Shang-Chi opened up a lot of doors for, I think, a lot of movies.
Definitely.
Studios are seeing Shang-Chi made a lot of money. And so, you know what? Someone was probably like, you know what? I think it's time. I think it's time that we just release the movie, So again, they pulled it back for us. Obviously, we still don't have
Morbius.
Yeah. But I'm assuming if Venom does really well, I wouldn't doubt it if they bring it back to October. I think that'd be.
I see what you're saying.
I think that'd be a dope move for not only Sony, but just for the movie industry in general.
Could you imagine if we got it in like November or something? You know what I mean?
That'd
like,
be really cool.
That and Spider-Man, that and Spider-Man, that would be crazy.
And maybe even the new Mission Impossible, Top Gun.
That's true.
Maybe Jackass, and I think there's another movie in there that was delayed as well that we reported on. Maybe those come back for at least the ones that were supposed to be released this year. But I know those were just recently released about 2 weeks ago or something like that.
Yeah, I believe
for
so.
like late 2022. So I think this is just nothing but excitement, and I think it's exactly what the movie industry needs right now.
And not only the movie industry, but us as fans. Yes. You know what I mean? Like we definitely need a little bit of something. Definitely. And I'm pumped for everything to come with Venom, with all the Sonyverse stuff. I really think Spider-Man could give us a little bit, of that kind of crossover vibe of everything going on.
I agree. So with Venom, we have a lot to look forward to. That movie, we just saw the trailer again yesterday in theaters, watching Malignant. Our reaction, review, and breakdown is up now on YouTube for you guys to check that out. But it looks so good.
Split up into 2 sections as well of non-spoiler and spoiler. So if you've seen the movie, you can watch that. If you haven't seen the movie, you can still watch it. So
but
yeah, I agree. Venom looked really good. It looked amazing. I cannot wait to see this. Hopefully we can check it out in 4DX if they do have it at that, if they do have this in 4DX, because they might have another movie there instead or something. You never know. So I'm pumped. I'm pumped for this though. I can't wait.
Yep. Well, speaking of Venom, Let There Be Carnage, we have a brand new poster. This one was released earlier, I think, last week. Um, but I don't know. This poster, I don't know, gave me some good vibes. I'm excited. Do you think this is gonna be a good movie?
I think this is going
Yeah.
to be a great movie, to be honest.
Yeah.
The first one, we had a little gripes with the
Yeah.
first Venom, but I think now that they've established where they're going to have this movie kind of set,
Hmm.
per se,
Yeah.
and not go for that hard R rating, I think they can now be more prepared for the movie, because I think even for Venom, it was originally supposed to be R, but
Yeah.
then they changed it to PG-13, and you could see a lot of that within the movie. But
Yeah.
with this one, they know what they were going into, so I feel like it's going to be I think it's going to be a good time, man.
Yeah. Because I mean, we haven't really talked about. We've talked about obviously Venom a lot at this point. And again, look at that
Mhm.
poster, man. That's an
Look at
awesome,
that. That is
awesome
freaking
poster.
beautiful.
And it looks like, and even from the trailers that we watch, I don't know if it's just them marketing, you know, oh,
Yeah.
We have Carnage, but they're showing a lot of Carnage. So I'm really excited to see what's in store for him
They are
and this
showing a lot
character,
of carnage.
So I'm interested to see what they're going to be doing moving forward with Carnage. 'Cause I hope it's not a one and done. I hope he actually
Yeah.
comes back because I feel like Carnage is a pretty big deal in terms of the comic, right? Like there's a
Yeah.
lot more. He's not just like a one and done type of villain, right?
No, not at all. Not at all. Carnage is that man. You feel me?
Yeah,
Carnage is the guy. So I agree with you completely with what you're saying, man. And I think this movie is. I'm hoping that this movie gives us the vibes that we had with Shang-Chi when
yeah,
it was like, oh man, this feels just as much the villains movie as it does the heroes. You know what I
yeah.
mean? And that's kind of the vibes they've been giving off with the trailers, for me at least, is
Hmm.
that this is going to be a story of Carnage as much as it is of Venom, a
Hmm.
story of Cletus Cassidy just as much as it is of Eddie Brock. And
Hmm.
man, that just has me super pumped. It has me super pumped, man. Like, for real.
It's gonna be great, man. It's gonna be great. Gonna be great.
It's
Watch
gonna
it
be a
bomb. I hope it
bloody
doesn't.
good
I,
time.
I hope it doesn't, but I'm sure it'll do really well. And I'm excited to see what happens in the movie industry if it does really well.
I agree. Um, Real Wade Nation, he says Blade will be bad. I think that's what he means. I highly doubt that
I
Blade
don't
is going
know.
to be bad,
It's too
bro.
early. It's too early. It's too early.
I think everything that we just saw from zombies,
Mhm.
like in the What If series, I think that set
Yeah,
up
it gave
like
me
a
some good
lot
hype,
of
good
the
hopes.
darker things that we're gonna see from.
Mhm.
Yeah,
And I think that, and like I think we talked about this during our review too. At some point, either during the review or at some point in the past, we talked about how that zombie episode was going to test and push the boundaries in terms of Marvel Studios, see what they are willing to do, and seeing how the audience reacts. And for the most part, I'm pretty sure most
everyone.
people really, really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I know there's some people that I follow that weren't exactly fans of it because of the pacing, because it did everything did happen
Mm,
pretty fast, you know, and there was
yeah.
a lot of cases of where like, wow, your best friend just died and you're not even gonna care, you know, like, and there was
Mhm.
moments like that, but like other than that, it's everyone, it's pretty well liked episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think it's too early though. I think it's too early. I think we just have to wait. Hopefully we see our first stills or footage sometime in 2022 because it's supposed to come out in 23, right? I have a whole
What are we
list here
talking
that
about?
Blade.
Oh yeah. I think so.
Oh wait, no,
Yeah, I believe.
it actually doesn't have a release date yet. So this might come up
Oh
later in
no,
the
yeah.
video.
Mm,
This might come up
yeah.
later in the video.
Well, with that being said, let's keep it moving, right? With
Oh
some
yeah.
more amazing oh no, this is a Marvel news. But with some more awesome news though, Jason Momoa has revealed a new suit for the upcoming Aquaman sequel.
Oh yeah.
And this suit is pretty fire.
Yeah. You know,
I think it's better than the first one, low key.
I chest kind of bothers me. I'm not gonna lie. Uh,
I think this isn't polished at all. It
I
kind of
think so
seems like
too.
a fan made thing, to be completely honest. It doesn't almost like Like usually when they put stuff out like this, it looks a lot better.
I'm excited though. It's supposed to be a stealth suit apparently. So I'm
Mm.
kind of curious as to what Aquaman 2 is going to kind of delve into. I think it's delving into the desert place that used to be part of the ocean that we saw in the first one. I think I'm not too sure though.
Okay.
James Wan obviously though just finished Malignant, which again blew us away.
Freaking masterpiece. Yeah.
So I'm excited to see what he's going to bring back to the table for this movie.
Yeah, I agree, man. I like the first one. It could have been a little bit better to me, but it kind of had the vibes of Venom, like honestly. Like, and I still am on the whole trope of everything DC needs to be R. I still am all the way for that.
Yeah.
So I like this suit though, it does give me the type of vibes I got when we just recently saw the Shazam suit, like the new suit that they put out. It seems like they're going for more of a cohesive feel, I guess you could say, to the DC universe costumes, you know, like kind of very similar to how Marvel has like their set thing, like with the helmets, how the helmets go on the head no matter what. It's like that's a Marvel thing, you know, the hexagons when they're going like traveling through space. So I think they're kind of going with that type of vibe for these suits, like because this suit kind of reminds me of the Superman, like you know how the stitching was on there. I am super not feeling the whole ab thing in the chest piece, like you were saying too. That's it's just super. It's like uncomfortable, really. It's like it just doesn't. It's like, why does your suit have abs, my guy? Like,
like it's kind of obnoxious, you know. Like I like the Man of Steel. Like look, you know, like obviously we still saw abs, I think, with the Man of Steel, but like they weren't as abstract,
chiseled for no reason. Like,
so but with that said, I mean, maybe there's a whole purpose behind it, you know, like this suit might just be like a suit of armor rather than like an outfit. So, but with that
I
said,
can see what you're saying with that, though.
You know what I mean? Like, because it might just be because I don't think they're that profound in his normal suit either.
No,
but
I don't believe so.
Do you think this movie's going to? Okay, we talked about this after watching the Snyder Cut, but do you think is this in the
shit? No, his normal
DCU?
suit did have
it did
freaking abs. Yeah,
man,
Jesus,
I don't know. Just chiseled, just like from a god. Wow. I mean, he's
I don't know, man.
Aquaman,
That's pretty interesting. But
how do you think it's going to play in terms of the bigger picture of the DC? I mean, I don't know if we know yet.
You know what? To be honest, I was about to say that. Like, to be honest, I have no idea where DC is going to be headed at all. I think DC is in the place where like where Marvel was kind of like, you know, 10 years ago. Like, we don't know what's happening. Like, we don't even like at this point. I feel like DC is doing like X-Men, and they're doing like X-Men Origins Wolverine. They're doing Green Lantern, like well, not Green Lantern, that is them. I mean like the different Spider-Man trilogies, you know what I mean? There's not one cohesive thing yet. There is no DC extended universe. Like that doesn't exist to me, bro. Like you can't watch those movies in a cohesive way to understand what's going on. You know what I mean? They're like the Aquaman movie has nothing to do with the Wonder Woman movies. Even Wonder Woman 2 doesn't even have anything to do with the first Wonder Woman, really. Like you don't even really need to watch that first one to know what's going on in the second one. You know what I mean? It could be its own movie.
I mean, you're just missing out on a superior movie, you know, when you're talking about Aquaman 1. Aquaman. I'm just saying. I know we've talked about it a lot. Wonder Woman 2 was straight trash. Okay.
Yeah, Wonder Woman 2 is like one of the worst movies. Like it's up there with like with Green Lantern. You know? Like it was up there with Green Lantern.
We just didn't okay. You guys,
come on.
Watch our review. We have a review for Wonder Woman 2 and on our YouTube channel. Check it out. We roast the shit out of that movie almost the entire video.
It was like the whole video.
You know, and just to be clear, we don't trash movies for no reason. Okay.
Oh no, never.
Yeah. There's legitimate reasons as to why we ever need to
Akash
trash
says,
movies.
"Yo,
How's it
how
going,
are you guys? We're doing good, man.
Doing good, man. You're doing good. Another Sunday. Another solid Sunday.
Another solid Sunday.
Oh yeah.
Football has been crazy today. The
Oh
game's
yeah.
been wild.
Start of the
Man,
season.
it's been amazing. It's been a good day.
A good day, man.
How you doing, Akash? Let us know, my man. How's everyone doing? How are you guys all doing? Let us know in the comment section how everyone's doing today. Here it's Monday. Oh, we always forget, Akash. You're ahead of us, my man. That's crazy. Well, how's your Monday going? He put a sad face. Yeah, I feel that.
It's a Monday, man. I don't know.
It's exactly. But I'm really hoping that that all of these new DC movies establish a more cohesive story, maybe starting with Shazam or the Flashpoint movie that's happening or something, because up until this point, man, it's just been everywhere. Like, it's been like watching the X-Men trilogy, like the X-Men series. Like, it's so good until all the time travel stuff starts happening. And then you're like, bro, wait, what? And then you're in the past, but Logan's there. Then you're like, bro, what? And then you go to the future with Logan. And then it's like, all right, bro, this is not one thing anymore.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, this has become several different things. So I just want them to, focus on making that good storyline. They had almost everyone's beginning movies has been good. I think we can agree on that at least. Like Shazam was good. Man of Steel, good. Like all of these movies that started them into the trilogy, so to speak, or started them into the universe were good, but they never built on the actual background of what's happening in the city with like not even with the commissioner, really. You know what I mean? We never got to see Gotham. We never got to see Smallville. We never got to see Metropolis. Like, they didn't make those cities matter.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden we just see the Hall of Justice and it's destroyed. It's like, bro, come on. What's even happening,
Yeah.
So I'm just really hoping, I can sit here and just bag on DC movies for fun. But I mean, other than that, I like the suit. It got me a little nervous, like just a little bit, like you were saying with the upper part. It's just this right here. It's just really hard to get over. It's just really hard.
Just the bottom boob, the little has a nice cup that's a little too firm in my opinion. I don't I don't know. It makes me feel uncomfortable. It's like, just might as well point a gun at me. I don't know. My man's guns are just pointing everywhere. But
hey, there was like, yo, let's make him have no shirt, but we're gonna make it look like he's shirtless at the same time.
Oh yeah. I think DC fandom. I think maybe we'll see some stuff and give us kind of insight into what direction they're going to be going. And I believe that comes up October 12th or something like that, somewhere around there.
Yeah.
And we're excited to that. Stay tuned. We probably will, depending on our schedules, maybe we'll go live to watch that whole thing with you guys.
That would be awesome.
Because there's going to be a lot of cool stuff coming out of that. So, but moving right along.
Yes, sir.
Well, this is another, I don't want to say tragic, but another tragic Black Widow news, unfortunately. The Russo brothers were reportedly in talks for another MCU project, but are now at an impasse following the lawsuit over Black Widow, which means
it was potentially a Black Widow sequel or what?
I don't know. I'm not sure, but now they do not want to work or continue negotiating for another MCU movie because of a lawsuit. So
wait, what do you mean?
So once that news broke, and as they were kind of figuring out contract stuff for another movie, they're like, you know what? We're going to take a step back. We're not going to do this right now.
Oh.
So right now, the Russo brothers out. So
if we're going to get a freaking Black Widow 2, I am gonna be so pissed, bro, because that would have been golden.
I don't think it would have been for Black Widow 2. I don't know.
Think about if we had like a Black Widow 2, but instead it's her sister
Mhm.
taking the mantle, and it's like a Civil
No, yeah.
War type of movie,
I'm sure
still
that's what
written
it'd be
by
like too.
the oh my god, bro, that would have been awesome. Freaking Civil War, but the Dark Avengers written by the oh my god, bro. Yeah. We need that. We need that to get over. We need them to figure that out so we can get the Russo brothers back.
Yeah, so I don't think we're going to see them again anytime soon. How are you feeling about this lawsuit, man? Obviously, we've talked about it before, but
I mean,
how do you think it's going to affect the MCU?
well, hear me out. I think this lawsuit, in a lot of ways, has become a good thing because now, moving forward, for every other MCU movie that we get, we're getting a 45-day exclusive release, right? So that 45-day exclusive release is going to be a amazing addition that we can have because like me and you have always been saying, like, this is really hurting the box office having these same day digital releases as well.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I don't really know what I don't really know. Like I don't know where to stand with this whole lawsuit thing. Like
Yeah.
And then with what's her name? Not the Cinderella, Cruella, who played Cruella. I know she jumped onto the lawsuit as well.
Yep.
And I don't think we've heard too much of anything about the lawsuit since that kind of has like that transpired.
Kind of
we've heard Disney like bag on Scarlett Johansson. We've heard a lot of people like not be happy with Disney because of that. But I mean, think about the Epic Games and Apple lawsuit and how long ago we first talked about that. You know what I mean? And look how long it's been for that to even do anything. So we're looking at something that may alter some type of future for the MCU, but I don't think in a big way. I think it's gonna really just alter the way we view the movie experience. Have the experience. How are you feeling about this, man?
I'm feeling the same way you are, man. I feel like Scarlett Johansson's very warranted in making the lawsuit. So it's not like she's out of place at all. And I think a lot of people in Hollywood are also feeling the same. Because I think the COVID situation definitely kind of put a lot of actors in a difficult spot in terms of their contracts, what they were told they were getting to what they're maybe getting now. I'm sure there's a lot of different changes that we just don't even know about, but people just aren't talking about it.
Yeah.
So hopefully this makes things better moving forward with Disney when it comes to negotiating, and hopefully they don't make the same mistake of just making a willy-willy decision like the way they did without really kind of really sitting down and talking to like the actors and saying how they felt. But I don't know.
But no, I feel that definitely, yo.
Yeah.
I feel it definitely. And hopefully we can see, some type of change come to everything that's going on. My man Akash said, I decided to start watching the DC Universe. Which movie should I watch first?
Man of Steel, 100%.
Yeah, I would say Man of Steel.
Man of Steel. That's like the first start, really.
Yeah. It is, right? Because
that was like the beginning.
Those Batman movies aren't in none of them are.
That was like the beginning of Snyder's world within DC, and then it kind of opens up to Batman v Superman, then all the Wonder Woman, and then all those other movies, and then Snyder was fired. Big rip. He was fired right before Aquaman was supposed to come out, or right before Aquaman. I'm pretty sure, if I remember right. So that's that. But yeah, I'd start there, Akash, because it's a great movie and amongst one of my favorite superhero origin films ever.
Yeah, it's definitely a great movie for sure. My man Akash also said bye. I have to go. All right, my man Akash, have a good one.
Catch you guys.
Thanks for joining in. Make sure you drop that like. He's still here. He said, I never watch any movie of DC, so I start from Man of Steel. Oh, you've never watched a DC movie ever? Oh yeah, definitely start with Man of Steel.
A good start, man.
Yeah, Man of Steel is the one. Have a good rest of your Monday. Have a good day at school and all that good stuff, my brother. We appreciate you. Thank you. We will have a good Sunday at Kosh. We appreciate you, man. So yeah, that I really hope we can see the Russo brothers return. I hope Marvel can figure out what they're doing with these lawsuits, yo.
Yeah.
Seeing these 45-day releases are good. I think with the 45-day release, I think HBO Max also has announced that, you know, the next 5 movies that are coming out are going to be same day stream as theatrical release. But after that, I don't think they're going to be doing the 45-day thing too. Sony has the 45-day thing with AMC. So, you know, everyone's trying to make sure that the box office can get some, you know, they can get some of that money back for in real, you know, in the box office terms, because the box office controls a lot of what goes on in Hollywood and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. The box office is like the stock market for movies, you know?
Yeah.
So they got to make sure they know what's going on.
100%, man. 100%.
But moving right along, a Jungle Cruise sequel is officially in the works with Dwayne Johnson and Emily Blunt returning, bro. How do you feel about this, man?
I'm excited, man. And
we said this shit. Yeah,
we said this would happen. Obviously, it wasn't like super in your face in terms of a sequel. They definitely kind of ended the first one off in a way if they didn't have to, if they didn't want to, you know. But I'm assuming the movie did so well, you know.
And I mean, it's Dwayne Johnson,
part 2,
Emily Blunt,
and Emily Blunt.
You
just can't say no to that.
Do you think they're gonna weasel Kevin Hart into the second one?
100%.
You think they're gonna try to, like, bro?
I love Dwayne Johnson and the Kevin Hart's relationship so much. I always love seeing movies with them together. So I think that could be a definite possibility, and I think they can improve upon what they did in the first one. You know, we talked about how the first one could have made a huge impact, but like it could have been even bigger if they really kind of went in a little darker and a little more with in terms of darkness, going with like the Indiana Jones style theme of, you know, and they kind of did that, but they held back. It felt like, you know, so if they really kind of give us a little more, you know, I think it'd be even better.
For real. I would like to see them like do some type of thing to where it's like each movie gets progressively darker, you know?
Yeah.
Like I think the first one was PG. Was it PG-13? I don't feel like it was, but
I don't think it was PG. It might have been, actually. There was some pretty
yeah. But I would like to see something like the first one be PG, the second one be PG-13, and then the third one be R, and it just progressively goes dark. That would be awesome. That would be awesome. I would be super down for something like that. And it just keeps getting darker and darker and darker. But like, I mean, when we were in the theater, like once the movie ended, like we were even talking about it, like, yo, this definitely has the potential to become like the new Pirates of the Caribbean-esque type of Indiana Jones type of, you know, vibe to that we haven't had in a while. I mean, when was the last Pirates of the Caribbean movie? You know what I mean? And then when was the last Indiana Jones movie? Like other than those, we really haven't had that type of vibe. Other than that Uncharted movie that's coming.
When was the last good Pirates of the Caribbean movie? Because, you know, Pirates of the Caribbean was my life back in the day. You know, after the third one, I was like, "The hell is this?" You know.
I think there's like 6 or 7, right?
I think there's 7 now. Did you watch the new one?
Ridiculous. I don't think I watched the newest one.
Oh man, we watched. You know, me, Ravgard went to check it out. It felt like Johnny Depp was drunk the whole time. You know what I mean? Like you watch the movie and there's just some actors who just kind of, you're watching like, I know you're a pirate, but
you're playing that a little bit too well, buddy.
You're playing a little bit too well, and you're not the you're not the Jack Sparrow that I loved in the first 3 movies. You know, they felt like there was something different, you know. But like we said, watching the movie, like the Pirates of the Caribbean vibes hit so hard in this first one, and if they capitalize on that vibe with a part 2, they're gonna kill it. Absolutely,
Definitely.
Or if they're in the same world, plot twist.
Ooh.
Make things interesting, you know?
That would be awesome, and it would
That'd be pretty intense.
It would connect because I think Parts of the Caribbean started as a Disney ride as well, right? Like that was and then I think that would be an amazing connection, and then it would make sense as to how everything is possible in the Jungle Cruise universe, quote unquote, you know, because it comes from the same thing. And potentially the future of that universe, to be completely honest, because I even forgot that all Parts of the Caribbean is set like way back in the day. You know what I mean? Like, there ain't no cars, nothing. Like, it's all carriages and horses and boats. So I think that could be a possibility. I think we just came up with like a huge, amazing theory right now.
I think we might have just solved the future for Disney.
like,
oh man.
That's one of those things like the kid in Iron Man 2 ending up being Spider-Man. You know what I mean? Like, that was it's such a good retcon that we might have to take that and run with it, you know? But
I'm excited, man.
I mean, I was gonna say I'm pumped for this, man. I really we enjoyed the first movie a lot. Like, it was really good.
Yeah, well, it was very similar. Like, yesterday we had a conversation about the theater was very active. You know, people were talking, but not in an annoying sense. It was more of like, wow, this like we're experiencing something awesome, and we felt that while watching the Jungle Cruise. And so I would be more than happy to experience that a second time if it's done well.
I agree completely, man.
But moving right along, did you check out that live action Rick and Morty teaser from Adult Swim?
No, I didn't actually.
Well,
you want to check it out?
Yeah.
Or do we have it in our docket at all, or because
let me go into the next one because I guess it's kind of combined. I didn't realize.
Yeah, go ahead.
But Christopher Lloyd and Jaden Martell are officially Rick and Morty in a new promo for the series. There's 2 new promos that are live action. And if you guys don't know, one of them is the Doc from Back to the Future who plays Rick. And I'm not sure who plays Morty, but he plays, like, from watching it, it's pretty spot on. But I'm excited to see where this goes. I really am. But moving into what I was going to say prior to number 7 on our docket was that I think because Christopher Lloyd is Doc, right? I think that's his name.
Christopher Lloyd. Christopher Lloyd is Doc.
Jaden, I think it's Martell, was possibly supposed to be played by Daniel Radcliffe, but he turned it down.
Wait, Morty was supposed to be played by Daniel Radcliffe. Yeah.
And thinking about, I don't know how well that would have worked, but like when you see the dude that they chose in the promo, but just a fun thought, Daniel Radcliffe could have been Morty.
Yeah, that's crazy that Daniel Radcliffe could have been a Morty. Hey, what's up with it, the amazing webhead? Good to see you back in the chat, brother. Hey, love the Rick and Morty finale. Season 5 was a drag, but this made up for it. Oh, okay. Let's. I want to check out this Rick and Morty live action teaser. To be honest, because I haven't seen it. So.
Yeah, because I think I only watched up to season 2, and I haven't watched any of the new stuff yet.
Yeah, Rick and Morty is amazing.
Where do you watch that? Is it streaming, or do you have to watch
HBO Max has the rights to it, I believe. Okay. But I think you have to. I don't think they put them on there until the entire season is over. Though.
Okay. So
it's like they have that type of exclusive deal. I don't think so. Because I haven't been able to watch like the last couple of Rick and Morty's because it only comes out live and like they don't put it out on Hulu or anything like that afterwards. So
I was like, it's not like a Hulu where next day.
Yeah,
I just bit the shit out of my tongue. Oh my god!
Damn,
that hurt so much. All right,
let's check this out. Though. Oh shit, that looks just like. Yo.
Oh jeez.
Yeah.
What?
I wonder.
You did it again. Didn't you learn anything from last time? Oh, I thought you.
Are you kidding? Never.
Wow.
Adult Swim's awesome, yo. Adult Swim is amazing,
dude. They have a lot of good content, man. Even back in the day when like we had
Adult
Tsunami.
Swim is the Fortnite of TV.
No, for real. Like they just do so much, and like the animes that they used to come out with back in the day, and possibly even now. I'm not sure. I haven't watched a whole lot of Adult Swim, but was just next level. You know, a lot of the animes I watch now were introduced to me back on Tsunami, which was part of and then later on Adult Swim. So I'm really excited for that. I'm excited to see what that even means. What are you thinking?
Yeah. I honestly, I'm not sure because, like I said, I haven't seen the ending of this series yet, and I'm pretty sure this might have something to do with that. But maybe not because I mean, Rick and Morty just does random stuff all the time. You know what I mean? For Grunkle Stan's Fedora from Gravity Falls shows up in Rick and Morty. You know what I mean? Like when stuff like that is happening, Rick and Morty are in Fortnite right now as well. So it's like when stuff like this is happening and they just always just changing up the game and you never know what's real and what's not, and anything can be real because there's a multiverse of Ricks and Mortys that can all do different stuff, and it's like, yo, you never know what anything can mean in this universe, bro.
Yeah, I really loved watching Rick and Morty. I just need to catch up, man. I just need to catch up. Season 5 really changed things, according to the amazing webhead. Oh,
yeah, bro. I'm definitely gonna. I kind of understand what he's saying a little bit, just because he said that to what I just said, and that just made my brain start working. So I'm like, oh, maybe there's not a multiverse like we think there's a multiverse. You know what I mean, bro? You know how the brain starts working, bro. So Rick and Morty is one of those shows. I mean, Rick and Morty is so good that they pulled writers and stuff from that to make the Loki show. So they can make it make sense and make it seem cohesive and all the like, bro, that makes me just appreciate Rick and Morty so much. Like they took so many people from Rick and Morty. Like Dan Harmon was like, bro, we can almost not even make Rick and Morty because they're taking so many people from us. Like,
so just got to catch up, see what's going on, man. I think there's a big picture here that we're missing, but I'm excited to see what this brings to the show. And maybe even a live-action Rick and Morty series, which would be pretty wild. Or even a movie. I don't know. Which one would you prefer, a movie, or do you think a whole show live-action would be cool?
Neither, to be completely honest. I don't want anything. Like, I think that if they're going to do live-action stuff, they should keep it like these promos. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think I would want... I don't know. I just feel like it would be cheesy as hell, to put it like lightly. I don't want it to end up being like that was cool for a little promo, like what we saw, but if that was like an actual episode, I wouldn't like that. I wouldn't like that, yo. I wouldn't like it. Like, it looked dope. It was really like, oh, this is lit. But if that was like the actual, nah, bro, I'd have been like, nah, bro, no, I'm not a fan. I would keep it lit. I would not be a fan of this being a real life show for real. But I know it says a teaser trailer, so obviously something is coming from this. So I'm really nervous. I don't want it to be like Dora and Kim Possible and Artemis Fowl. You know what I mean? Like, those are the vibes I instantly start thinking whenever I see something like that.
I still want to watch that Dora movie. I didn't get a chance to watch. Did you watch it?
No, I didn't watch it, but I did see like someone kind of react to it, and my man Boots, bro. My man Boots has a voice like mine, bro. No cap. I'm not even joking. My man's voice is dumbass deep, bro. Like it's I was like, what the like it's just a little you remember what the monkey looks like, bro. And then he starts talking and he's like, Dora, you have to know what you like, bro. I swear to God. Like, I was like,
I was not ready, bro. I didn't even know the monkey even talked in the movie. at all.
Yeah, bro. I didn't know
funny.
either. I just seen it on the little. I think it was a TikTok or something like that, and the dude was watching it. I was like, "Holy hell!"
Damn. But well, I guess we'll just have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see.
Yeah. What are you guys happy about this live action Rick and Morty? I mean, I think we all know that Rick is based off of Doc, and like Rick and Morty is based off of Doc, and I don't know. I can't even think of his name. I don't even know. But yeah, bro, this is amazing. It's literally like a full circle of everything because when what's his name? Justin Roiland. When Justin Roiland like first made Rick and Morty, it was like a skit on YouTube, and like it was Doc and other bro. I can't think of his name. I don't know why I can't think of his name. Marty. Doc and Marty. Yeah. Like Doc and Marty, Rick and Morty. So it was, I'm down for it. I'm down for it. I'm just nervous, bro. I'm just nervous because I don't want it to be I don't want it to be like that. Like just, man, I'm just scared.
I feel it, bro. Because we already see Netflix, dropping ball left and right, like if they're juggling balls, So
facts.
Which leads into our next one, man. What's Netflix?
Oh yeah, that does lead us into our next one, and this is something that I'm not gonna lie. When I first read it, when I was scanning over the docket, I verbally started cussing Netflix out because I was like, "Why are you doing this to us?" But a live action One Piece at Netflix has began filming. We see them; they're doing a live action Cowboy Bebop right now as well. And then we have this live action One Piece coming, and I'm nervous, bro. One Piece is one hell of a show, bro, and it has like 1,017 episodes. Like it's one of the longest series like ever.
How many episodes? I think it has over 1,000 episodes.
Bro, you didn't. I wasn't joking just now when I said that. I was being dead ass serious.
Oh, I didn't even hear you say the thought. I was reading. I was
like.
I
was like, bro, I think there's like 1,000 episodes. Yeah, there's literally it's season 20 right now, and it's episode like 990, bro. Like, that show is just. What's up with it, Ramesh? How you doing today, man?
And it started in 1999.
Bro, this show has been going, and it's still going right now.
Oh yeah,
like,
100%. Where can you watch One Piece at? Crunchyroll?
Netflix. For
Netflix?
Sure. Yeah, me and Jay watch it on Netflix.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Even the new stuff, or you have to watch the new stuff?
I have no idea, bro. I'm not even close enough to get to the new stuff. I'm on like season 3, dog. There's
like 70
episodes
in one season?
Yes.
Damn. That's how be on Naruto, man. I had to skip so many non-important episodes because of how like flooded with non-essential episodes Naruto Shippuden was.
I saw something on TikTok and it actually gave a couple, because there's actually Naruto movies, and there was a couple of movies that you can watch that will cover the main points of like all of that, so you don't have to like sit through all of the crying episodes and the whining episodes. You know what I mean?
All the
because there's like 2 episodes where I know we just got nothing but backstory, and then the dude that we got backstory about like died in the very next episode, and it was like, what the was this? Amazing Webhead says, "Oh geez, enough of live action adaptations of franchises that don't always work." Cough. Avatar. Cough. I don't know, man. I think Netflix might do their thing with Avatar: The Last Airbender, but what's his name?
We're a few years away from that, though. Apparently, I just read something about that. We're a few years.
I think that was I read that thing too, and I think that was specifically talking about Avatar Studios.
Oh, okay. So this is separate. I thought they were the same.
Wait, what?
So the Netflix Avatar is going to be separate from Avatar Studios?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I didn't
the dudes that make Avatar: The Last Airbender, they left Netflix, the Netflix project, and once they left that Netflix project, Paramount Plus gave them their own streaming their own stuff and own money to make Avatar Studios. So Netflix's live action adaptation fits nowhere within the Avatar Studio universe, basically.
Mm-hmm.
It's just their own. It's like the fucking movie that bruh made. I can't think of his name. M. Night Shyamalan.
Yeah. Damn.
I said I am Akasha's friend. Oh, that's lit.
Oh.
Akasha's our boy. He shared your channel. Us, oh, nice. Thank you, Akash. You always coming through, my boy. And he also said your live setup is amazing. Thank you so much.
Yeah, we appreciate that. We do our best, man. We do our best. Ever since COVID started, we had to make the transition and made things a lot more efficient on our end.
A lot more efficient, yo.
How busy our lives are, so we're really happy to have the setup we have, and we do nothing but do our best to make sure we improve on it moving forward. So thank you for that, man.
Yeah, we really appreciate your words of kindness.
But I'm afraid, I don't know, have to tell me that. Webhead, I'm kind of on your side, man. I'm kind of scared, man. I'm just a little scared about Netflix. I didn't even think about that. I thought they were together. That's why I wasn't that worried. But now I am.
I don't know, man. I think it's different when it comes to Avatar because Avatar is an American anime. Everything else that they're recreating are mostly Japanese animes, and they give it.
That's true. I didn't think about that.
It's not like those animes that we get that are live action adaptations aren't American made. Like the majority of them are like Japanese made, except for I think Death Note. I think that was one that was American made. And that was pretty much ass, except for having my man Green Goblin as Ryuk. That was the best part of that. You know what I mean?
Another thing too that I didn't even think about, compared to all the live action animes that they've done, this one is also amongst the least violent out of all of them, right?
Wait, what?
Like the Avatar show, like the original show, the cartoon isn't as violent as all those other animes that they've tried to try and do.
Yeah.
So I'm curious to see how that plays in live action. I hope it's not like a kid's show on Disney Channel, but more so an actual movie that's PG-13. So I'm wondering.
They've been working on this for what, the last 3 years, 3 or 4 years.
I feel like it's been some time, man.
Yeah, because I know we had this announcement about the live action show coming. Yeah. Like I swear it was 2018 when we first started talking about it.
Mm-hmm.
My man Ramesh said you have all of the Marvel toys. My man got the pops on deck. Yeah.
I actually just sold a bunch of them.
You did
yesterday. I did a good old yard sale. Made a couple $100. Actually, just sold another one possibly just now. Actually, I was kind of distracted there. I apologize. But speaking of Avatar, I actually have all 3 chases of the pops. So I have the Blue Ghost, I have Korra's chase, and I have the original Aang on Air Scooter chase. And there's actually another one coming out with the Big Apple Collectibles. And it's a glow in the dark. What's Zuko's sister's name? I can't remember her name.
Azula.
It's like glow in the dark Azula of her, like, I think floating in the water with lightning and stuff. But again,
she like went across the water with the lightning coming.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was the blue fire coming out of her. That was fire.
But like Blue Apple Collections had a deal to where you could buy 6, and one of them is the chase guaranteed. And then, or you could just buy the one regular, and maybe you'll get lucky and get it. The problem is, I read the comments and I was like, oh yeah, awesome. I'll just make sure to be ready to get it in 2055.
Damn.
So I think that site, although they have a lot of exclusive deals on chases and stuff like that, I think they have a big problem with shipping. Just a little bit. And multiple people were like, oh yeah, I won't see that till 2090. 100%.
Jesus Christ.
So, and I'm sad because
2090.
Yeah, because it's only a Big Apple collection exclusive. So unless I order from them, I'm not going to get that one, which is upsetting. So I might have to get it on the third party because I'm trying to get all of them. But again, God knows when it'll be actually released and actually sent out from reading all those comments. But this is a little fun fact. I don't know. I apologize for.
No, it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. Yeah, man. Avatar is amazing. Everything is amazing. I hope Netflix does. I don't know, man. I'm nervous. Netflix just is not the best. They don't have the best track
Plus
record
the
when it comes
stretchiness.
to the live
I don't
action.
know. I feel like it's gonna be a lot of CGI.
I think it's gonna be freaking. I think it's gonna be terrible. Like, just to be completely honest, I think it's gonna be terrible. It's a hard sell. Like, almost as terrible as the Full Metal Alchemist one was.
I didn't watch that. It's bad. Is that bad?
That movie pissed me off. Like, that, it made me mad, bro. Like, I was mad watching it. I was like, I was like, what is this? Just started ripping my clothes off and Sharon. Like, bro, I was just freaking, oh my God, yeah. But every live action adaptation has pretty much been ass, man. Like, they're not good. Nothing that comes, like, the best live action adaptation that we have right now is Titans. and because Titans is amazing.
Titans is the G, man. They're not afraid. They're like, what? We're going to show someone's head get blown off. We're going to show someone just get mowed down by Batman because he's angry. Like, that's
season freaking 3. Amazing so far, bro.
Yeah, I'm going to check it out after I finish Handmaid's Tale, which is depressing as hell. And quite literally very difficult to watch for a lot of different reasons, but very fun show to watch. Just very dark and gritty, and it's been a long road watching the show, but I'm excited.
Ramesh says Netflix is costly, and he only has Hotstar VIP. Yeah, I know things are different for you guys in India. I believe you might have to. I don't know. I think you guys could do like the VPN thing out there too, so you can get Netflix and all that good stuff.
Because I know the Star was mainly brought to the market for places like India and all that type of stuff, and for like, because I know the big thing was how they were gonna market cricket on the Disney Plus platform, and a bunch of other stuff, and so I actually don't know a whole lot about how that works, and that might be something that we actually talk about in a video, possibly.
Yeah,
because that's a pretty interesting subject. So, and I think it's even more expensive for them there than it is for us, by like a couple dollars. Because I remember during the last investor meeting, they talked about, when they did talk about Star, that they're going to raise the price, and then for us here at the States, it was only like $1, maybe $2 at the most, but for them, I think it might have been more than that. So something to think about.
My man Webhead, he said, here's hoping Netflix can handle Cobra Kai season 4, since 1 through 3 was on YouTube Red.
I thought 3 was on.
I've never seen YouTube Red, anything that's on YouTube Red, but I hear it has some decent stuff.
That's the one platform I've never delved into, and it's been around longer than all.
I agree.
I didn't even think about it's.
I always forget about it. I always forget about YouTube Red.
How much is it? Do you know?
I'm not sure. I think you get. I don't know if YouTube Red has its own. YouTube has so many different things, so I don't know, because YouTube has their live video service. They have their music service, and then they also have YouTube Red. And then they have the one where you don't get ads or anything like that on YouTube. And I don't know if all of those are in one package or if each thing is a separate thing. I'm not sure how YouTube works with their subscription stuff. It's been like one of my commandments to not pay for YouTube. I'm like, bro, I pay for too much stuff. I'm not paying for YouTube.
Even though an ad-free YouTube sounds badass. I don't know if it's worth that much.
Yeah. Because I found out about a lot of new stuff from those ads on YouTube. Not going to lie.
Yeah.
Those are like the best ads ever.
Out of a lot. Yeah. But, You learn a lot from those hats.
My boy Tristan said, "Guys, I got some breaking news." Oh, what
you
is
got,
it,
Tristan?
my man? What is it? What's the breaking news, my G? I hope you type it in this thing before Battery finds it, because he's on the hunt right now.
No shot. The trailer for Hawkeye is dropping tomorrow. Is that what it is?
What?
Yo, let's go!
Yo, let's go!
Oh.
The first trailer for Hawkeye is
I apologize,
releasing
Tristan.
tomorrow.
I
My boy Battery,
I was like, oh, there we
my
go.
boy Battery, don't play. Yo, he don't. I told you, man. You better hope you type it out before he gets it. But thank you for that breaking news, Tristan, because we would have not known about that until afterwards, yo.
Yeah.
So I think we can take a little seconds to start talking about Hawkeye for a little bit, right? Like, now that we got, what are you expecting from the Hawkeye show, Battery?
I think we talked about it might be Yelena going after Hawkeye.
I forgot we talked about that.
And it might be that Ross and even Valentina kind of framed him for something to try and get rid of him. And so,
but let's not forget, he did actually do a lot of bad stuff as Ronin, though.
And it might be they're after him to make him pay for what he did. With that said, I don't think a lot of people would be mad at him for the type of people he, kind of slaughtered.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
I feel you, though.
Like, he mainly just the cartel, the mafia, the
people that were terrorizing others.
Yeah.
People that didn't have he just why did they have a right to live and my family didn't? He was on his Punisher shit, unfortunately.
But I'm excited to see it, man. And I think Haley Steinfeld's character. I think her character is going to be a big part of not only the MCU future, but I think it's going to be a big part in building Hawkeye's character.
Ooh. Do you think we're going to see his family in this movie at all? I mean, in the show at all? Or is it going to just be
like them being interrogated? That's really dark, but
no, I feel you, though.
But I think that's what's going to be happening.
Dang, that's crazy.
Well, hey, bro, I feel it.
Wait, hold on, my bad.
I think Tristan has a good point, and I think that's literally what
Webhead said, I did hear Kingpin from the Netflix show might show up. Oh, yes. Yeah, I heard that too.
Yep.
Imagine at the end of the trailer, we get to see Natasha's sisters face to face with Clint Barton and Kate Bishop. Oh, what if we see U.S. Agent and
going after
her? Yeah, bro. U.S. Agent and the new Black Widow going after Clint Hawkeye and then his I think that, oh my god, bro, if they did that, I think that would be amazing. I think that would be amazing, because it would be dope to see those characters, to see a character from the Disney Plus show and a character from the movies coincide with each other, basically. You know what I mean? That would be lit. My man Akash said, "Hey, my school is closed today." Yo. That's what's up, man.
Jeremy Renner is the one who confirmed it on his Instagram story. I don't think there's a time yet, but I'm assuming it's going to be early morning.
Oh yeah.
Wow. Agatha All Along just won an Emmy for Best Original Music and Lyrics. Fun little fact. I think the Emmys are playing tonight.
Yeah, they are. I think Disney also got an Emmy for WandaVision, something else from WandaVision as well.
Yep.
Pop culture Tristan, my man, says Clint Barton fighting John Walker would be so epic, bro. I really want to see it.
Okay, here we go. While the exact time is not confirmed, it's likely that the teaser will debut at 9 a.m. Eastern ET. So that's 6 o'clock for us?
6 o'clock for us, yeah, I think so.
Which is when other Marvels, which typically is when all the other Marvel Studios stuff comes out. So I don't know. Maybe have to be up a little early tomorrow. Get a quick trailer reaction in?
Yeah, I'm super down. Webhead said from my understanding, in the plot, the mafia potentially involving Kingpin will have a power struggle with what happened with the snap, which would be a nice way to bring Daredevil's show back in. Fuck. That'll be saucy, bro. What I really, really, really want is the Defenders to come to Disney Plus. Yeah. Nothing would bring my heart more joy than to see the whole, all of the, I know people love Daredevil, and I'm not trying to shit on Daredevil, but personally, I liked Punisher way more.
I love
personally,
Punisher.
Bro.
It's one of my
Punisher
favorite ones.
was one of I think that was the best one. It was that was one of the ones when it was I never thought we would get to see something like this from Marvel. It was one of those type of shows, and it was holy shit-a-bits. And the dude that played Punisher may have been the best actor to even play Frank Castle, ever. And I feel the same way about the dude that played Matt Murdock, to be honest. But I just feel those two characters, and it's for me, it goes Punisher, Daredevil, Luke Cage. I can't think of the girl's name. Can't think of her name. Jessica Jones, and then at the end.
Cage?
No. Danny Rand.
Danny Rand, yeah.
The Iron Fist. Yeah, he was trash. But everyone all that other stuff.
Hard for me to watch. I loved certain parts of it, but it was really hard to watch. It really was. Tristan, what do you mean by that? Was it supposed to play during the Emmys, or is playing in the Emmys?
Pop Culture Tristan said the Hawkeye trailer is supposed to be playing in front of the Emmys, from what I heard. The Emmys are already started though, so we would have had that trailer already.
Unless it was an Emmy exclusive and it's only coming out there for now, and then it comes out officially tomorrow.
That's probably what happened, because I think we saw that with CinemaCon, didn't we?
I think so. But I'm excited. Thank you, Tristan, for pointing that out for us.
Definitely.
We caught that live. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, super dope.
As soon as you said it, I was like, "Oop!" Check my phone real quick. Boom. First thing. I was like, yo. To be fair, we have a specific channel just dedicated to news on our phones. So we're always trying to keep up to date with what's going on.
Exactly.
So we're always looking out for stuff.
But that's awesome, yo. I can't wait for that Hawkeye. I was trying to find some of the past pictures that we've got for Hawkeye, but there's just so many pop culture news updates. There's no way that I would know where it is.
Yo, I feel like I don't know. This trailer might break the internet. I'm looking at what we got in the comments right now.
Bro, if U.S. Agent gets revealed in the trailer, I'm going nuts. Bruh, if U.S. Agent if he's in the show, then we just have to go viral from calling it here live. You know what I mean?
What if the first trailer just shows Bart being killed?
Jesus Christ.
No, what if he's just standing there, he's talking with I can't think of her name.
The protege?
Yeah.
How it happened in the protege?
But he gets an arrow to the back or something by the U.S. agent, or even Black Widow's sister. That'd be kind of wild. Just in the trailer, they give us that, and then that's it. Just him dying. Yo, that'd be pretty wild. Also,
I can't wait to see some of the iconic fight scenes and stuff from Hawkeye. Hawkeye is a pretty dope character in the comics, and they kind of shit on my man in the MCU sometimes, but they gave him justice a little bit, at the same time. So it was but I love it, man. I can't wait. Tomorrow's going to be a good day. Definitely waking up bright and early to check out that trailer.
And then I think it's supposed to introduce Echo and a bunch of other people that he's, worked with in the comics. And apparently, I don't know if this is true, because I'm sure there's going to be a lot of backlash, but apparently they're going to make him deaf in the show.
Oh.
That was something we read early on.
I think that was when that was even before we knew Echo was going to be in it.
And I think shortly after that, they released the Echo news. So I'm curious to see if that's going to play a part at all. I'm sure the deaf community will be very upset about that. But that is a crucial part of Hawkeye's story, so I don't know. What if?
And then Echo has direct connections to Daredevil as well.
Yeah.
So hopefully we see some type of thing like that happen. To
And
spin
I
back
just love
around
his
to
character in
what
general,
Wavehead
though.
was saying.
Like the vibe he has with other MCU characters, the way like he holds himself and kind of talks to others, I just love,
Mm-hmm.
So I'm excited to see that vibe because I loved seeing him in the first Avengers. And what other movie was he like really important in? Ultron, right?
Yep, Ultron, Age of Ultron.
Yeah.
He was like, I have a bow. I have a bow and arrow. I don't know what I'm doing either. Get your ass out there and fight. I loved that. Yeah, that was
I love his
amazing.
character, so I'm excited to see what he does and what he brings to the table with this one.
Yep, and Jeremy Renner is a good actor, is like all around. So I believe he was the new Bourne Ultimatum at one time, wasn't he? Like he was the new.
Oh yeah, I'm actually excited to see when the next one's coming out because I love that movie actually, amongst my favorites.
Yeah. And then Pop Culture Tristan says, imagine Barton getting a black and red vibranium shield thrown at him at the end of the trailer, and that's it. Yeah, that would be.
Bro, I'm saying all this stuff. I'm picturing all this in my head, man. It's so cool.
Yeah. Webhead says, interesting. I think the deafness can be interesting to his character. I think Avengers, Earth's Mightiest Heroes is what I love about certain characters like Hawkeye. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I feel that.
Hey, did any of you guys check out the Old Man Hawkeye comic at all?
Mm-mm.
I didn't get a chance to check it out. But I know that was one of the ones that that was like when I first got in the comic game, like back in 2015-ish. So I wasn't there per se for that. And then I know Old Man Star-Lord and Old Man Wolverine were out, so
whoa.
Yeah. Old Man Hawkeye. And the covers I remember seeing back then are pretty dope. So I'm curious to see if that story is going to play a part in the show.
Imagine the end of the trailer just shows Matt Murdock.
No, that'd be pretty wild. Because everyone was so pumped that he's in the Spider-Man trailer, but then the IMAX trailer showed
that it wasn't him. Yeah.
So,
we're getting a lot of lawyers in the MCU right now too. I don't know if anyone's noticed that, but the friend in Shang-Chi, she was a lawyer. We got She-Hulk coming in, and she's a lawyer in the comic books. Spider-Man is going to need a lawyer, like we saw in the trailer or whatever the case may be. He's going to need a lawyer. So, oh snap. All these lawyers, where's the judge?
Good, man.
I know. Feel me? Where's the judge? Man. Eternals is going to show us a lot. All these movies that are to come are just going to give us so much amazingness. And I just can't wait for it.
So what do we got? So with that said, we're almost done with our pop culture news update, but this next piece of news is pretty big, isn't it?
Yeah, this next piece of news is pretty big, and I did kind of hint at it earlier a little bit. A judge has ruled in favor of Epic Games, and Apple must now allow alternative in-game purchases on other platforms rather than being forced to use only Apple platforms.
Yes, and this is huge. I think their original goal was to get Apple in trouble for being a monopoly.
Yeah,
that was turned down though.
They were tripping because Apple gets a portion of all in-game purchases because people could download the game on their phone. Yeah. And I remember because Apple gets Google Play Store, and I think Amazon has a Play Store or something like that, and they all get a portion of whatever people pay when using their app, because they have to use their app store to do it.
Yeah.
And I believe this now will allow Epic Games to make their own phone app store, basically. Right? Is that what this is, or is it was more just the in-app purchases only?
Yeah, I think it was more so that because of the deal they had with Apple, they weren't able to go anywhere else to buy to like sell their stuff. So like if I had a contract with them and saying, okay, I'm gonna have my product on the Apple Store, because it's on the Apple Store, I can't put it on Google Play, or I can't put it on something
Was that
else.
it?
And I think that's what it stemmed from. They didn't have the freedom to go where they wanted to. And
I
then when
don't
they
think.
finally did do it, Apple was like, nah. And then all of a sudden the lawsuit happened. But we'd have to look into it. I don't know for sure, though.
Because I thought it was all about Apple, Google Play, and all of them getting a portion of the earnings that should be going to Fortnite. No, was that not the?
I know the forced aspect was a big part of it. I don't know if the commission was that big of up. It says here the commission was 30%, though. That's a lot.
Yeah, bro. That's what I'm pretty sure they were like, bro. No, that's not okay. Because people had to since they have to use it just didn't. I don't know.
Oh, okay, so they called the store a monopoly.
Mm-hmm.
And the charges okay, so the fees were too high for them in their opinion, and that's why they sued. And 30% is a lot, to be fair. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't even know what a fair, like, what, 10%, 5%. I don't even know.
I think 15 is fair because I mean, it's not like they're making an Epic Games launcher for the phone. You know what I mean? Because it's not. You can do stuff like that because there are apps like those. You know what I mean? So they didn't necessarily like Xbox has their own app on this. You know what I mean? So I don't think it goes in the same way. So I'm not sure.
There's a lot we'd have to go through. Like this is a huge topic. In terms of scope, so we definitely have to do a lot more. I don't want to tell you guys something and be wrong. So, but more importantly, I think this is a good step, just from a gaming perspective. I think this will open up a lot of big opportunities for a lot of smaller developers who don't appreciate a 30% commission. And I think this opens up a lot of doors in the future, and so I'm curious to see what Epic does moving forward, and like what this means for games like Fortnite.
I agree, man, and it's only time will tell. You know what I mean? That's another one of those things, and hopefully Epic Games does make their own something, to battle this or whatever. But I mean, they won, so we just got to keep doing. We got to keep digging, like you were saying, to try to figure out what's going on.
And I know one of the big issues that's been going on too is how Xbox and their gaming stream app isn't available for Apple because of the things that are in the Apple Store and like how it works. So I'm curious to see how that ruling with Epic versus Apple is going to affect them, and if we're going to be able to stream games on our Apple devices. So I'm curious to see if that may affect it at all.
Yeah, and hopefully it doesn't, but you never know.
Yeah.
Or whatever the case would be.
But moving right along to our final topic of the evening, which is pretty huge. It's pretty huge. All right. Marvel Studios has officially revealed the 2024 slate. We don't know the titles yet, but we know the release dates. So, February 16th, 2024. May 3rd, 2024. July 26th, 2024. And finally, November 8th, 2024. Wow. What
4 movies in 2024. Yeah. That's crazy.
What are you thinking, man? Like what movies do you think are going to get released?
I'm thinking Fantastic Four. I'm thinking maybe the Blade movie. Maybe we get a Nova movie. And then I don't know what else.
Yeah, because right now as it stands, from 2021 to 2024, we have Eternals in November, Spider-Man in December, Doctor Strange in March, Thor in May, Wakanda Forever in July, The Marvels in November, Quantumania in February of 2023, Guardians in May of 2023, and then after that, we don't really know. Well, there's 3 movies in 2023 that aren't titled yet.
Did you say Love and Thunder?
Yes, that is May 6th, 2022.
Okay.
But there's still 3
maybe
movies.
Deadpool 3.
Maybe. Where do you think Blade falls into this?
What do you mean by that?
Like, do you think it's going to be coming out in one of the empty slots of 2023, or do you think it's going to be pushed into 2024?
I think it's going to be possibly going into 2024.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to be a 2023 thing per se, but it might be. But I really don't think. I don't think Blade has a place in the current state of the MCU. So I think they got to build to that. And I think maybe after the events of something like Doctor Strange, especially after we get Morbius, I think that's when we can start looking at maybe what's going to be going on with Blade and that darker supernatural side of everything. Especially after we get Moon Knight, we might really get a better idea and sense of things, since Moon Knight is very heavily on that supernatural side. We might also get Captain America 4 with my man Sam Wilson, with Sam Wilson being the new Captain America, because I know we don't have that slated anywhere. What do you think we could get?
I think Captain America 4 is a good bet. I think Fantastic Four could be one of them. I want to say Blade, but I feel like Blade has a good chance of being in late 2023. But I'm saying that not knowing in what the state of the Blade production is at right now. So last I heard, I think they were still writing or maybe still casting. So I don't know. But if they get started within the beginning of this year, or at least like in the next couple months, I think we could see it at the end of 2023, but definitely in 2024. With that said, there's still a lot of projects that Marvel Studios hasn't confirmed from, like, what was it, 13 or 9 projects that we don't know about yet?
I think it may have been 13 before, but now I think it's 9. Because I think Captain America is one of those, was one of those 13. I think, what is it called? Quantumania, I think, was one of those 13. And I think Fantastic Four was also one of those 13.
Yeah.
And then, but hey, with these amazing, and with, I mean, we're going to have 3 movies every year for the next 2 years, and then we're getting 4 movies in 2024. And I think by 2024, I think that's a good time for us to have another team up film. So I'll say an Avengers 5 in there.
And it might be that 4th movie is the
younger Avengers
movies. Yeah. And it might be, I don't know, there's a lot that's going to be happening pretty soon here, and I'm excited, man. It's going to be a great couple years. Hopefully we get the same growth and same level of content moving forward, because I would hate for Marvel to kind of drop the ball and really not pulling a DC on us, you know. So hopefully they stick with the blueprint and kind of really give us quality stuff that we really enjoy. And I'm really excited, man. I'm really excited.
Definitely excited. Let us know how pumped you guys are for all of the slate of movies that we have to come, and the movies in the near future of 2024 and beyond. Do you think we're having anything pertaining to mutants by that time, bro? Do you think we'll have any mutant name drop of any kind by 2024? Realistically?
Yes.
Yes? Okay.
I think by the end of 2022, we will.
Do you think we'll have mutants by the end of 2022? Or do you think we'll just get the name drop alone?
I think we'll have mutants in some capacity.
Like Storm, Wolverine, Cyclops, one of them? Like,
I don't know about that, but I think mutants are going to be a key part, especially in the Marvels.
Okay.
I feel like the Marvels and Wakanda Forever are going to play a big part in that storyline, and maybe even Doctor Strange, but I don't know. I think those 3 movies are going to play.
I feel like Eternals for sure.
Yeah. Yeah?
I think Eternals,
because we've talked about that
Eternals. Before. Yeah, I'm like they're the Celestials are the reason why the human genome is altered the way it is in order to be mutated, and why people can get powers and become mutants and all that good stuff. So I think Eternals may set one of those seeds and literally show us the seed being sown on Earth, so to speak.
Yeah.
And maybe the emergence is the emergence of mutants.
Yeah. And, I think that's something that we also said during our Eternals trailer, final trailer reaction. So if you guys haven't checked that out, also check that out at our YouTube channel. It's a pretty awesome reaction. We got a lot of great feedback from that trailer. We appreciate it.
Definitely.
But with that said, I think that brings today's pop culture news update to an end. But since we got some movies coming out this week, right?
Yeah, we got a couple movies, and I think these movies are. I think one of these movies is a Netflix original, and I believe the other one is not. So this week we have Cry Macho, and I believe this is Clint Eastwood's movie.
Clint Eastwood coming back,
and this looks. We also have a trailer reaction to this on our channel as well. You should definitely check it out because it moved us a little bit. It was like, damn, like this is gonna be really good. We might cry like little babies in this movie. And then we also have Cop Shop, which is that a Netflix one or is that coming out in
I think that's a Netflix one. I
can't remember, but I know this is the one starring the dude from The Boys, and I can't think of his name right now. It's the Australian from The Boys. He's like the main.
Oh wait,
I think, isn't he?
I think you have it mixed up with. I
do have it mixed up.
Gerard Butler and Frank Grillo are in this movie.
Yeah.
Rotten Tomatoes is given a 73, 6.6 on MDB. And I think these are all theatrical release because it looks like it's coming out in Regency, and Regal. So. And we have a trailer reaction for this one as well. This one looks like a fun movie. Out of the two, I would love to see both, but I'm really curious to see the Clint Eastwood one though.
I really want to see both, honestly, because that Cop Shop looks really good. We haven't had one of those good type of movies in a little while where they're like trapped in the police station, so to speak. I like movies like that where they have to fight their way out of the police station, and I like them and I don't like them, to be honest. But I'm interested to see how that one goes, and I know Cry Macho is going to be a masterpiece. I mean, it's Clint Eastwood. I mean, come on.
I was about to say, well, wait till you watch Malignant, but I was like, I just watched it with you yesterday, so I was like, that wasn't going to work. Oh man, that's such a great movie. Again, you guys have to go check it out. We have a reaction and breakdown video available for that right now. We have a non-spoiler section for the first 15 minutes, and then spoilery after the first 15 minutes. It's a great video. Make sure to go check that out.
Definitely. And not only to check that out, but make sure you guys join our Discord, yo. Our Discord is we're active a lot in our Discord, and in these next coming weeks and months, we're going to have a lot more opportunities and stuff for all of you guys to partake in our Discord and other things. So make sure you join in there for the conversations and just all the amazingness that is to come on this amazing journey that we've been on so far.
Oh yeah, 100%. Before we head out, again, please also make sure to follow us on all of our social medias at MarvelBros23 on our Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Twitch, and our YouTube channel. We post all of our content and much more.
That is right. And you can check out our website, www.marvelbros.com, where we're live with this video right now. You can also purchase some of our merchandise to help us out here and rock them Marvel Bros tees and whatnot. Let us know you support us. And you can also donate if you want to go ahead and, help what we're doing here. Make it a little bit better for you guys.
Yeah.
And with all of that goodness being said, my brother, it's been another wonderful pop culture news update. We really appreciate all you guys for tuning in with us.
Yep. And with that, catch you guys next time. Peace.
Excelsior.
All of Marvel Bros. Pop culture news updates are now available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and Google Podcasts. You can also watch Marvel Bros. Live every Sunday on Facebook.com or you can watch them on YouTube, where we upload regularly. Make sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Marvelous23 to keep up with all things Marvel and everything pop culture.